Hey, welcome back to another Vibes and Frequencies video. My name is Nathan. Whoa, what is my camera doing? What the heck? What? Well, anyways, I don't know what that was about. It just started leaning over. Welcome back to another Vibes and Frequencies video. My name is Nathan, like I was saying, and I make videos that have to do with the spiritual journey and transformation and just kind of learning and growing into our true selves through this process. And most of my videos are really just, genuinely me just sharing my experience. So I want to open this video with saying, very purposefully, that I do not know what I'm talking about for certain. And it's important to me that you guys all know that I'm just sharing my personal experience and things, So in this video, what we're going to be discussing is the reflective nature of reality. Now, topic-wise, the reason that we might want to listen and be a part of this conversation is specifically because when we really tap into the true reflective nature of reality, we can actually begin to, quote-unquote, level up and upgrade and have really profound realizations much quicker when we realize certain principles that are just kind of woven into our reality. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys, is some experiences that I've had that I think you might be able to relate to and maybe start plugging in some dots for yourself, because I think what's clear is that all of our transformations and who we are becoming and what we truly are, we are all the same, and yet all of us are yet still having such a difference in transformation. And this is really cool. I have no doubt that your transformation is going to lead you to something perhaps different than what mine has. Now, if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, but I actually do crystal giveaways every single video. I really like crystals a lot, and at this time in my life, I have a massive amount of crystals. I'm not too sure what to do with them, so I'm going to keep giving them away. So I'll mention to you guys in a little bit in this video how we're going to do that, and the crystal that I'm giving away is going to be relevant to this topic. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. I do really want to just jump in and get talking, but there's something I feel that I would really appreciate a chance to address, and that's crystals. I know that I have been a crystal channel for a long time now, and that has been what is my success, and that this is what all of us have come together for. It's from the crystals. And I realized that the video that I made, that if you don't know what I'm talking about and you didn't see the video, don't even worry about it. Just ignore what I'm saying. It really doesn't matter. I just wanted to let everybody know that I could have stood to, instead of putting out that video right then and there, sat in that energy for a few days, collected myself and then come at it. But I'm kind of like raw, and I just like to just do it, What I'm trying to say is that the power of crystals, I'm pretty sure it's real. To be honest, after my experience of, the Andara effect is essentially what I'm referring to it as now. I was feeling a little bit shook and confused. And at this point, some time has passed. It's been about a week. I've been, feeling things a little bit more clear-minded and moving forwards in my journey in life. And it's pretty clear to me that the power of crystals is real, not just because we believe in it. All right, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That the power of crystals is real. However, I'm going to continue moving forwards in my journey and the transformation that's awoken in me, and make videos about what is now resonant of me. So there's still going to be some crystal talk, and I'm going to keep giving them away. But we're just evolving. So anyways, that's just what I wanted to say. I wanted everybody to know that I'm learning, and I don't always know what I'm talking about, but I'm just sharing, That's what I'm doing. So here we go. The reflective nature of reality. We're just going to jump right in with a really powerful example. For about 1.5 years, I have been making YouTube videos, and there's been this specific theme and this conversation that I have been hammering into the videos more than anything. And I'm sure you guys will realize when I say like, oh yeah, that's right, that has been pretty much his theme. And the theme is that, you know, that we have all of these layers and these walls and these masks and this programming in us, and that it's time for us to let those things go, to let go of the things that are not resonant of who we truly are, and just surrender and let go and allow ourselves to be present with who we really actually are. The I am that I am, you know? So this is quite literally what I've been saying, and I was expressing this through the scope and the conversation of the energetic properties of Moldavite, the tektite of transformation, and I would basically be sharing that Moldavite is helping us to release and let go of things that aren't vibrationally resonant of who we truly are. This is still true. It is still true. You know, this is the energy of Moldavite, and it's also just the energy of transformation and what's going on our planet right now in general. Whether you have Moldavite or not, that's what's going on, and this is the energy of transformation, which we all have access to within us by simply just choosing to allow it to be there. You know, that's really how powerful we are. So the point of me bringing this up is that this is what I've been saying. And then I recently learned and found out that the person that I've been talking to, the person whose attention I've been trying to get this whole entire time, this whole last year and a half, I've been preaching. I was trying to get my attention. I was talking to myself. It was me who needed to let go. It was me who needed to surrender and let go of the lies and the BS and the programming and the masks. Me. I was telling everybody, and I was so excited about this realization, but really I was telling myself. You know, I recently learned and found out that I haven't been taking my own advice, you know? So this is one example of the reflective nature of reality, is that in truth, guys, you know, like I said, I don't know what I'm talking about, you know, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. I'm just a friend in your spiritual awakening, you know. Take it or leave it, but we are all the same consciousness. There really actually is no separation between us, and we aren't individuals. You know, yes, we are having that experience, but it's actually a hallucination, which I am coining, again, the Andara effect. It is only because we believe the power of belief and stories, it's only because we believe that we are separate that we're experiencing that experience. But there's something else that's here that is real and true, whether you believe in it or not. It's just there. It's just the way that it is. And that's this consciousness, this one single consciousness that's woven into absolutely everything. It is everything, and it's just watching. It's just watching this whole cosmic show taking place. So that's what we really are. Now, when we tap into this kind of energy, and at least, you know, maybe we aren't one with it yet in the way that we feel it, and we're living from that place fully, but I think that at the very least, we can intellectualize that and let it simmer in our mind and just bounce around a bit. You know, so after letting it bounce around a bit, you may find yourself realizing that if everything is you, then if I'm going out and trying to heal others, what I'm really doing is trying to heal myself. You see what I'm saying? This is part of the reflective nature of reality. If I'm going around giving everybody advice on how to change their lives, and I've got this personal, intense mission that I'm meant to be, you know, healing everybody, and everybody needs my help, then I think it's very clear at this point that what I'm really doing is trying to heal myself, and that I need help. You see? Very interesting, I know. But we are all this one. So anything that we're doing, or anything even that people are saying to us, it is all quite literally an aspect of yourself, you know? So here's another thing I noticed. Sometimes, you know, I have chosen to put myself on the internet. I've chosen to be this and to share everything about myself unfiltered. And that's a pretty intense position to be in. You know, I think that at the very least, everyone can appreciate that it takes some serious balls to surrender myself to this, if that makes sense, and just allow everybody into my life and to see all of my crazy and all of the problems and all the things that I'm feeling and going through. You know, it's a lot. I think that at the very least, everyone can appreciate that this takes some serious balls. You know, it's intense to have everybody seeing you all of the time and that kind of judgment. Now, here's the deal. There have been specific things that have been said to me in comments over the span of the last year and a half that I've been doing this, and they have severely triggered me. Specific things that really upset me and bothered me, and I would carry around and feel them, and what I was trying to do is figure out how to not feel that, you know? How do I build a wall? How do I defend myself and block myself off against other people's projections and what they're trying to tell me I'm supposed to be feeling and thinking? Well, the truth is, honestly, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but here's where I'm at, guys. The truth is that if somebody said something to me that really wasn't true at all and was not based in reality at all, and it was truly just about them, then I would not receive it in a way that triggers the hell out of me. It wouldn't bother me. It would not upset me because it would really truly have nothing to do with me. So there are specific things people have said to me that have really bothered and triggered me. For example, some of you will remember this because I made a video about it and shared that with you. A long time ago, somebody, and it was somebody from like my old life, my family and friends, and so that hurt even more. You know, they made like a fake YouTube account that day so that I wouldn't know that it was them, but I knew it was them. And they commented on my video that, you know, there's something along the lines of, Nathan, you used to love music, you know, what the heck happened to you? Now you're just a snake oil salesman. Now this hurt me so badly, guys. It cut so deep. That really, really bothered me. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, here's the freaking truth. I just recently found out that I have been a snake oil salesman. And that music really, truly is who I am. Really, truly, you know, the whole reason I stopped doing music was because I was afraid. I was afraid I couldn't do it. And I was being conditional about it, you know? Nobody's coming to my shows, people aren't buying the albums I'm making, therefore I'm going to stop making music and never touch it again. That's pretty conditional, don't you think? But, you know, we're all learning and growing and having a human experience. So I think it's really interesting that now I have finally found myself in a true state of surrender and letting go, and I'm feeling into it, and it's much different than what I thought and what I've been telling you guys for a while. And, you know, I apologize for that, but again, we're all just learning together, you know? I think we can appreciate that, you know? We're all human. It's a team effort. We just gotta keep moving forward and trusting, you know? It's all okay. So, you know, I also wanted to mention that a lot of people have sent me messages, a lot. More than anything, from me posting that Andara video, sharing my experience and this, you know, intense thing that I was calling a scam, I had a lot of people reach out to me and tell me that I should continue selling crystals. They're begging me, really, you know, that they love my crystals. I had a lot of people telling me that there's no reason that I should feel bad for selling crystals and that I should just keep going and that this doesn't make sense, and please don't feel bad, Nathan, don't be hard on yourself. You've always been amazing to us. You know, there's nothing wrong with you selling crystals. This is what the majority of everything is what people have said to me since then. And I just wanted to say, genuinely, thank you all so much. You know, I'm used to having experiences in my human life where when I change or I'm going through something, people just abandon me and don't want anything to do with me anymore. And you guys have been the best family and friends and community that is truly unconditionally loving and supportive to me. And I really am so appreciative, and thank you for having my back, because sometimes I really need it. You know, sometimes I really need you guys, and you were here for me. Thank you. So I wanted to say that I agree with you. You know, that there is nothing wrong with selling crystals, and that I could definitely choose to keep doing this. However, who I truly am, my resonance in a full state of surrender, that just doesn't vibe, you know? It's just not who I am anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? But there's also nothing wrong with anybody who does choose to sell crystals. And, you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, I've concluded that the power of crystals is real, you know? I'm just ready to be talking about the power of you. Okay, I apologize. I know I'm rambling, guys. It's morning. My brain is kind of funny in the morning. What I'm trying to say is that I was so triggered by that because the truth is that my true being, who I am, you know, this is not based on other people's opinions or me trying to say what's right or wrong for others. Just me. That's all I'm talking about. For me, I realized that my true being has been feeling that I am a snake oil salesman or a scam artist, and has been feeling like I've been hiding from who I truly am, the music, you know? But I got so good at pretending and lying to myself that I didn't realize, you know? I didn't know. I'm flabbergasted that I did not know this, and now it's so freaking obvious. I'm like, how did I not realize? You know, what the heck? So you just keep going, you know, just keep going. You know, there are some other things that some people said. You know, I mentioned in a live stream the other day for you guys, someone asked me what I do when I get angry and what triggers me. And I mentioned how somebody on Etsy, basically, you know, they lost their Moldavite after buying it from me, and then essentially wanted a free one. And I explained that I couldn't do that. And instead of understanding that I can't give everybody free crystals if they lose theirs or break theirs, you know, they went and changed all of their 5-star glowing reviews to 1-star reviews, saying that I'm a scam artist and I only care about money. So that really pissed me off. And now, moment of truth. It turns out, if I really didn't care about money and I really did care about, you know, helping other people, then she's right. I would have just given her another piece of Moldavite. That's the honest truth. The only reason I didn't was because I was caring about the money and the business aspect of it, you know? The fact that she kept calling me a scam artist, I honestly believe, guys, that all of these things have been happening because I am the entire universe, and parts of myself have been trying to get my attention and show me that I'm being inauthentic and I'm not living in the vibration of truth and my power, you know? No matter how good of a liar I am to myself or how successful my career and YouTube channel and all these things are, you cannot lie to yourself. You can't. I mean, you can, but it's just not gonna work. You know, I found something really interesting, guys. For a really long time, I was living on less than $400 a month, eating only canned beans, canned vegetables, and that was that. And then I moved up to, you know, my business was pulling in, you know, I think the highest it got, I'll just be honest to you guys, the highest it got, it pulled in like 43K in 1 month. Now, technically, I didn't actually make that money because it all went back into the business and buying more crystals and, you know, overhead fees. But still, that's a significant amount of money. And I felt very abundant and like I could literally do anything I want all of a sudden, you know? So I had 2 of these polar experiences, 2 of them, being absolutely broke and being the most wealthy person that I know. And I want to tell you that the problems that I feel inside myself, the way that my life feels, my level of happiness, the level of pain and suffering, did not change. It didn't matter whether I was broke or had all that money. Who I really am is still here. The pain, the suffering, you know, the gift of life. Happiness has nothing to do with money. Honestly, guys, I'm telling you right now, it has nothing to do with it. If you've got enough money to just simply get your bills paid, you know, for what is your lifestyle, eat your food, and just not have to worry, like be able to go out when you feel like it, so just that kind of financial wealth, you know, but not massive amounts, but just enough to just be, then that's all you really need. You know, it doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't. But what I have found that really makes a difference on the level of happiness and power and just being is being honest with ourselves and just letting ourselves just be. And, you know, allow ourselves to be who we truly are. And it's hard It's hard because our society and reality and what our parents have taught us and our friends and all of these experiences of, perhaps we have failed or made certain mistakes or so on and so forth, it kind of hammers into us certain ideas that we have to be a certain way to succeed in this world. And the truth is that we don't, Maybe you have to be a certain way to succeed in the world that Joe wants you to be a part of. But this is your universe. This is your life. It is really, really important, and also not at all, that we just surrender and let go and allow ourselves to be who we are. Maybe we won't succeed in the world that's been presented to us, but we will succeed in the world that we truly are. And perhaps we'll find that we are being something that is now truly powerful and creating some kind of profound change. Or maybe we just find ourselves being the attendant at a gas station. There's no right or wrong. There's no bad or good. But who we truly are is amazing. And you can be who you truly are as a gas station attendant or a famous actor, musician. You know what I'm saying? Happiness isn't dependent on these things, guys. Happiness is just, boom, here we are. So this is the reflective nature of reality. So the importance of this and why I'm discussing with you guys is because perhaps there's a lot going on in our reality that is reflecting to us things that we're trying to get our attention with. We're trying to get our attention. And I know that it's much easier and more fluid with what we've been programmed to just do this and put on blinders and keep moving forwards with our beliefs and ideas of what we want to be doing. But the universe, who we truly are, is right here, right now, regardless of our beliefs or ideas or who we think we're supposed to be or the success or failure we've had. The universe is right here regardless. Some things just are, whether you believe in them or not. And the universe is you, and that's just the truth. That's not based on belief. It's just who you are. And I think that if we all really truly surrendered, we would see that very clearly. But maybe you've been trying to get your attention. Maybe you've been trying to tell yourself something. And that's the powerful reflection that is our universe. This is a really, really beautiful and powerful reflection. Now, we're gonna do the crystal giveaway I mentioned to you guys. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is a smaller piece of moldavite that I've got left over from my whole crystal spiel. And I'm gonna give this one away. And moldavite is a really special energy of transformation, and it can help us to tap in and feel what it's like to be transforming. This is really amazing. This huge meteor coming through, this powerful energy in time, freeze frame, boom. So because all is one, and we really truly are everything, then this is an aspect of yourself, moldavite, and you can hold it in your hand, and you can give yourself permission to feel what it feels like to be transforming in that way, that kind of energy and power. And then just realize from feeling this that you can let go, that transformation is taking place on its own. It's the natural flow of the universe, and that all of us are transforming into our true being, who we really are. Every single one of us is on that path, whether we've got moldavite or not, whether we're even interested in spirituality or not, we're all on that path. We are. So, this moldavite is a gift to you to help you to remember that you can just surrender and that you don't have to control or try to understand everything. The universe is going to show you everything that you need to know, and just allow yourself to be vulnerable, sensitive, and to listen to what the universe is telling you, because a lot of times we're listening to our ego, what our ego is telling us. We forget to listen to the truth of who we really are, because again, the ego isn't real. It's only here because we believe that it is. It's the Andara effect. Who we truly are is here regardless, is what I'm trying to say. It's not based on belief. So, anyways, here's the 3 things to do to be a part of this crystal giveaway and to be a potential winner. Number 1 is to have the thumbs up button on this video pushed. Number 2 is to be a subscriber with the bell notification clicked. And number 3 is to comment below and let me know what is the most powerful reflection that you've ever gotten. And you can take it as far as you want. You can share as little or as much as you want. But those are the 3 things that are basically going to have this robot algorithm that chooses who wins. It's not me, it's a robot that chooses. And the robot chooses from the group of people who have done those 3 things correctly. So I'm really excited to look below and see what are some of the most powerful reflections that you guys have got. You know, I think that this is a really interesting conversation at the very least. At the very least, interesting conversation. Now, because of the reflections that I've allowed myself to be vulnerable to and just allow myself to feel the pain and realize that, whoa, I've been building myself again into a fake life that is not resonant of who I truly am. You know, this is what I've been doing. And it's hard to get those reflections sometimes. I understand it. You know, this has been a frickin' week for sure for me, dude. Damn. But when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and just feel into that and just let the change happen on its own, you know, we don't even have to be the driver of the change. It just comes. It just comes naturally. You know, when we let that happen, we start to be created, you know, and it's a hard thing to explain, but I no longer feel like I'm creating myself. I feel more so that the universe is creating me, and I just get to watch and experience like, wow, I never realized, you know, I've been forcing Nathan, my human vehicle, I've been forcing him to be things that are what my being was convincing me is who I'm supposed to be. That's what I thought, you know? I've realized that Nathan's been in pain and stressed lately and feeling unhappy, but I kept moving forward because I could feel in my true being that I really want to help people, and so I'm willing to sacrifice my own happiness and how I feel to do that. That's what I had convinced myself with my ego to lie to myself that the ends do justify the means, right? But it turns out that I can actually just surrender, and that my true being that really does want to help people, you know, the universe has a quote unquote plan of how that's going to take place. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like. So I'm not going to try to create and craft that anymore. I know that who I truly am wants to help people, and therefore I am helping people, and I am going to in profound ways. I can feel it, but I don't need to be the one to create that to happen, because some things that are truth, if it's really who you are, it's here regardless. Doesn't matter what you're doing or aren't doing. It doesn't matter what you do or don't believe, because it's really true and who you are. So I found that I'm surrendering, and I have no idea how it is that I'll end up helping people or what I feel in my being, but there's this show that's taking place, and I'm watching my life unfold now, and it's really exciting to see what is coming to fruition when I just truly surrender. You know, I'm going back to playing music, and this feels really amazing to me, and I'm allowing myself to just share unfiltered in a way more genuine way than I ever have before. You know? It's pretty cool, guys. The honest truth is that I don't know what's going on anymore. But I think that I never knew. This is just the first time that I've fully surrendered and admitted that I don't know, and that's okay, because the universe has got our back. That seems to be true, not even just based on belief, but it seems to be true. You know, maybe I'm wrong, but that seems to be something that's true, not based on beliefs, but just is, you know? So this is kind of what's going on in my life, and I'm gonna keep sharing things like this with you guys. You know, that our reality is incredibly reflective. So if you ever wanna know what's really going on, just listen to what you're going around and telling other people. You know, when you're triggered by stuff, when you're upset, maybe that's your true self coming in and trying to get your attention. Maybe. That's up to you to decide. At the end of the day, we're all just kind of here having a human experience together. And I'm pretty grateful for that. I think I forgot to mention for the giveaway that what I do is in about a week from today from posting the video, I'll use that algorithm and it will choose someone, and then I'll respond to your comment that you leave below and let you know that you won, and then we'll exchange info and I'll send it to you, okay? I just realized I forgot to mention that. So I'm gonna show you real quick, guys. I'm in Sedona, Arizona right now. I know that pretty much all of you know that. You know, there's some pretty badass canyons, but I'm just in this little dip right now. But I'm gonna keep hiking, and I'm going to work on some music right now. And I just decided right now that I'm just gonna include real quick at the end of this, so just in a second when this clip ends, I'm gonna include an excerpt of a song that I'm working on right now and showing you guys. And I've got my music channel tagged below if you were interested to check that out. It really doesn't matter either way, because I've learned what it means to be unconditional. So, you know, I'm just gonna keep playing and writing music. It doesn't matter if anybody's listening or not. It's who I am. It's what my human is doing for no reason at all. Walking around with a guitar, thinking about playing all the time. So much love to you guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you for tomorrow's video. Hey, so thanks for being interested to, you know, check out and listen to who I just told you is my truth. That is really special, and that means a lot to me. And I'm excited to show this to you, okay? So keep in mind, keep in mind here that this is a new song I just started working on yesterday, and I don't have even the music part worked out yet. It's mostly just the words I've been working on. It's gonna sound a lot different. Why is this guy all talk? I'll just show you. It's not done yet, long story short, okay? I am whispering in the wind. I am believing in wind. The wind blows still even though I'll never know. I walk the way that I tend to grow. The pictures on the wall don't remind me of home no more. It feels I've seen the winds of change. My bags aren't as heavy as they used to feel to me. And yet the wind continues to blow more of my things. In time I will find in the air I can breathe. Anything I could need, I am free. So there's gonna be more to it. Again, I've got my music channel tagged below in the description. So if it resonates, you know, come on over. I'm gonna be making the best music I've ever made in my life, because I just figured out how to give myself permission to do that. But only if it resonates. I realize I'm gonna make those cool videos. Like, imagine I start the video and it's just me, and then all of a sudden another video pops up on the same screen, like another segment, and I start doing other things. And then another one pops up and I'm drumming, and then another one and I'm singing, and it's like me coming together, making the whole song. I know you guys have probably seen those before. I'm excited, you know? that's what I'm gonna do. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you for tomorrow's video. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video below. If you made it this far, that means you like the video. Don't forget, it does help. All right, see ya.